All the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. You don't think of them as human, and you don't ask their name. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just your private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old music will do. Good morning, people. A private dancer. Gonna make $1 million. People, the streets is buzzing. They got this T, apparently ZT. It's got a bet you got a dick on the side. Bet you know she got a dick on. She got another profession. Hey, bet you got a chick on the side. Chicken know you got a chick on the side. Anyway, the story is ZT, a monster, has a second career. He says he's 6 figures. Now we're beginning to understand perhaps where some of those extra dollars is coming from, because a lot of us will struggle with the idea that you were changing bedpans and tending to old people and getting 100,000, getting 6 figures as you always claim, right? So now we see, okay, so you're getting 40, 45 from the old ladies in the nursing homes, and then the other money is coming from I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Hi, people. I don't think he put in no 60,000 on that shit either. Hey, people, how wild? See, you missed me? Oh, I stayed down for a couple of days. Well, you know how this YouTube stuff goes. I wake up in the morning. I don't know what these people are doing. They are up at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning making these videos, right? So a lot of the beef sector news we're getting first thing in the morning. So when I woke up this morning, I see they got pictures of this ZT monster all over the beef sector. They're saying he's turning tricks. They say he's on site, some site. What's the site called? I don't remember. But I think that story has been pretty well covered. Since they're all talking about it, they'll talk about this for the next day or two. But I want to speak about something else. So this story, let me say hello, people. Hi, Princess A. Come on, Tina. Any old music will do. Last time I sang a song on here, somebody said, "Oh, I can't believe you think that song's about that." Baby, it's called a metaphor. It was a metaphor. Yes, when Tina Turner put the song out in her video, she was doing the dancing, right? But we know what the dancing really is. A dancer for money, any old music will do. You don't ask them, wait a minute, you don't think of them as human, and you don't ask their names. Private dancer, a dancer for money. Well, I got distracted on this song. Song gets stuck in my head, honey. Anyway, so this boy is selling asshole on the side, right? They didn't call him, and the story goes that somebody was living in an apartment building, had a ring light, and noticed that their neighbor had men coming in and out of his apartment all night, right? So he says he is curious. Wait a minute. You rented an apartment in a building. You rented an apartment. You didn't rent an apartment building. You rented an apartment in a building, right? But since you have 24 access to what goes on in everyone else's apartment, he decided, whoever this person is, said he's decided to go and check up on this person, see what they're doing, right? So he notices people coming in and out of the apartment building, out of the other person's apartment, because he has this ring light. Apparently, see, here's my issue with the ring light. I mean, the ring bell. I've been listening to Tracy. The ring doorbell. If you have a home, a townhouse, you have something that films when somebody rings your bell, you will know who's at the door before you open it. It is the modern version of the peephole, but you see a lot more than the peephole, right? This was intended for you to see who is at your door. I understand that many of them have sensors on them, so if you come within a certain range of their door, you will also, the camera will also activate, right? And you will see who's on your property. Baby, loving kindness. Thank you. You will also see, you know, what's in your yard kind of thing. But now, when these people are getting these ring doorbells in their apartment building, that means not only then do they have control of who rang their doorbell, because it's called a doorbell, right? It ain't supposed to be 24-hour surveillance on other people's apartments, because just like you paid your rent on your apartment, those people have paid the rent on their apartment as well. Unless they're out in the hallway murdering people and so forth, it really ain't your business what goes on in someone else's apartment. This person said that he looked through he saw on, I guess he has it on his computer or a camera that's going in his house all the time. So he basically has the ability to spy on the entire building, or certainly anybody who's in front of them, right? Because if you're in an apartment building, like my building, it's enclosed, right? So you're seeing the doors on this side and the doors on this side. So if you're at the end of the hall, you're seeing everybody's business. You know, everybody coming in and out and in and out. He said this man, his neighbor, this is not talking about ZT, he's talking about this random person. He says, oh, I noticed he got a lot of traffic over there. I'm going to check him out. Why are you checking somebody out? I mean, what gives you the right to go checking somebody out, honey? You shouldn't even be looking or even have knowledge of what's going on in somebody else's apartment. But because they have these ring doorbells now, you can basically, I guess, turn the camera on and just watch. You're on 24-hour surveillance. There's no privacy at all. Do people pay for this? Girl, I thought I had a private apartment, right? He said he saw these people go. So now my mind would say, if people are coming in and out all night, that would not indicate that they were a prostitute on a website. Because how many tricks could this person be turning? You said that they're coming in and out all night. What the fuck kind of, maybe ladies, I don't know how it is for you guys, but boy hoes, they ain't got it like that. They ain't got it where people are coming in and out all night, girl. If the person had one or two guests to their apartment, that is their business. He said, I went and checked out the websites in the area, in my area. I want to see if he's on a porn site. Okay. First of all, it's not your business if he's on a porn site or not. Right. So what your next move is to call police or call the building to tell them that, oh, he has a site. The fuck is that, girl? That's why I'm not down with this ring light stuff. Why are you spying on people, honey? So people taking out their trash in their house coat and whatever thing, you get to see all that, right? What if a man is seeing a married woman? Do you also have that on film? What if a woman, her husband works at night and she got somebody coming through? So you also have that on film, right? What is the potential of damage by you spying on people and then having the audacity to actually go and investigate those people's personal lives? Now, unless you're going to take over the rent on that apartment, I would suggest that it's not your business. If I saw people going in and out all night, I would say, okay, they're selling drugs. That would be my go-to thing. We've certainly experienced it, even here. Fortunately, not experiencing it now. We kind of know what kind of people are coming around, but it's not my business. As long as they keep whatever the hell they do in their apartment, honey, it's not my business, right? Anyway, He goes, I'm gonna check out all the websites in the area. I'm gonna see if he's turning tricks. Maybe you wanted to buy some asshole. Because you is this supposed to be I don't know if he's supposed to be a straight or gay or whatever the hell he is. Are you familiar with these sites? Or are you just using this as a story, a cover story for you to explain your own presence on these Rent-A-Boy websites, right? There's a possibility that this whole story about the goddamn I was peeking out, I saw on my ring light, people coming in, all that might be bullshit, right? I would think that a much more believable story is you were on the site looking for boys, right? You had an interest in Rent-A-Boy sites. That's why you had your ass over there. And then you stumbled onto a picture of this dude, ZT. Now, this person claims that, oh, I've been on YouTube. I've been on Beef Sector all along for years. I followed them for years. Okay, so if you followed them for years, right? You followed them for years. That would mean that more than likely you are gay yourself. Straight people don't be tripping. I'm just saying that there's a good likelihood that they're on here following this thing for years, then they are homosexuals themselves. So more than likely, this person, it ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn ring light. But if it does, it is a violation, in my opinion. Your building should have you remove that ring light or have it adjusted to where it only activates when someone is in front of your door and ringing your doorbell. That is the intention of the ring doorbell, right? If you're in a house, somebody comes on your property kind of thing, and it activates, I can see that on your personal property. That's understandable. You have a right to know what the hell's going on your personal property, right? You don't want to open the door and they hide in the cut and all that kind of stuff, right? But why are you in an apartment building, girl? I mean, how many guests do you have coming in your apartment building where you got to have a fucking video camera on the door? Anyway, I think this dude was just on these sites looking for boys himself. He stumbled on this picture of ZTT. He knew who was the nastiest, most vicious gossip queen on Beef Sector. So she immediately notifies Jay Wilson to send him this information, right? Much more likely to me. Meanwhile, covering their own ass by saying they wandered into that. I would say you're not doing yourself no favor with all this ring camera, doorbell scenario. I don't even know you should even be allowed to do that. You don't have no right, honey. So we find out that ZT is apparently turning tricks. Did I speak to people? Oh, this old brain. People stay young. Don't get old. I'm telling you, honey. You ain't gonna like it. Hi, Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am and Wild Seed. Don't cry. Don't cry, Wild Seed. I'm here. Boss Vibes. I am Miss Red. How you doing? How y'all doing? Y'all see what they're talking about? Baby, anything that occurs that happens to anybody on this Beef Sector, if you got any kind of peripheral relationship to this Beef Sector, that's the story. That's all we seem to be interested in, right? So we're unique. I don't think it's a bad thing. I love it, you know. So this is the current story: the ZT and his for sale asshole, right? Now, I don't have any doubt that the pictures that we saw on here, that is him. Troy Allen showed a picture of a tattoo, a distinctive tattoo on this person's arm, and on ZT's arm, they are the same. So we know it's a person. Some people are spinning this is conspiracy, somebody setting him up. I don't think people are that interested in ZT to be setting him up. He ain't nobody, honey. You know, ZT is a vicious queen. She's come after me many times, so there's no love lost between me and the ZT monster, right? But I want to say this. We already know that the boy picks up trade, right? He buys trade phones. He buys trade liquor. He buys trade, no doubt, drugs. So ZT has been a trick for many, many moons, right? He is a trick first. So when you are a trick, Prostitution is the way you understand many times sex. Okay? If you are paying boys, it is not far-fetched for me to believe that you are also selling your wares if you're in your 20s. He says he's 25 in his ad. I don't know about all that. But if you're young, let me tell you the story. I used to live with this girl. She was a transgender girl, right? Transgender by late night. She would get up in drags and things and go out there and be a female impersonator prostitute at night, right? But when she was at home during the daytime, these were getting high days, she was also a trick. In other words, she was getting money from people at night. And then when she had sex, she was paying boys in the daytime, right? Unfortunately, she couldn't come full out of drag because she had actually had stuff altered in her face because her prostitution was her understanding of sexuality. It was all about the coin, all about the money. And she was also paying. I never saw her for the short time that she lived with us. I never saw her actually go out and meet somebody like a boyfriend or somebody that just met in the club. Never saw it. It was always selling at night, buying in the daytime, right? I could go into my own personal history, but I'm not going to do that because this is the B sector, right? Anyway, so we know he is familiar with prostitution, right? So no, I'm not surprised he will be embarrassed I don't know if ZT has the capacity to be embarrassed. Really? Anyway, what was I saying? I'm all over the place. First of all, I don't agree with these ring doorbells inside apartment buildings. Not apartment buildings that face each other, not apartment buildings where you can look down a whole line and see everybody's business. I didn't sign up for that. If you told me I was under 24-hour surveillance, that every time I walked out my door, somebody was watching me, I probably would not take that apartment, right? But there are many reasons why people can have people coming in all night. If a person is a party person, a young person in particular, especially, if they're a young person, there's a good chance they will have people coming, hanging around, smoking weed and all that kind of stuff, right? Young people do that. Also, if they are in any kind of a drug business, people will be, that's absolutely going to happen. I could tell you many, many, many stories about that, about people coming in and out all night long, and somewhere somebody has taken a camera and filmed how many people are actually coming in and out of the apartment. So we don't know. We don't know what the motivation of this person who sent this Jay Wilson. She, somebody's selling. Oh, somebody's selling. Oh, then she tried to check me the other day. I called her a girl. She, girl. Wait a minute, nigga. I thought you thought it was inappropriate to be calling these men's girl. But then you go on your own video and every other word is girl. So she's all giddy over. The bottom line, Jay Wilson, is this. You couldn't sell your fat ass, girl, under any conditions to anybody, right? Don't be such a hater, bitch. Your fat ass has been humongous, girl, since your early 20s. As a matter of fact, the way I hear the thing, you were a fat child even. So you came out huge. So you were never a part of the gay community because you were not, there was no place in it for you, right? You were always fat and nasty, girl. So you've never been able to be in the position where you can actually sell something to somebody. Nobody wanted it then. Nobody wants it now. Okay? So we can see you always giddy about everybody else's sex life. And then when you, of course, you got a tremendous spin about when they caught your ass supposed to be at work and you over here on Jack, girl. And you got niggas coming in with just bring the lube. Ooh. All I need is the lube, honey. Ooh. Girl. People, get y'all ring light for your own business. Stay out of other people's business. If this person lives at the end of the hallway, that means anybody walks through the hallway, the thing is going to come on, right? So they're going to see everybody's business all through the hallway. So if you got several units in the damn building, there's always somebody coming and going, right? You done got everybody there. You know, me and Mrs. Jones, they got a thing going on. They both know it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. You had all their business. So if this dude wanted to be a blackmailer, he could easily do that since he has all this evidence. And even when he is asleep, his doorbell camera is recording everything that went on in the building, right? So if he wants to blackmail somebody, or if he knows that somebody is sneaking up from the second floor to the fourth floor late at night, you got all that information, right? So when you go in and out of the building, he give you a little smile. It's because he's been watching your ass all night, girl. I don't know that they are appropriate inside of an apartment building unless you have a reason. If you're running from your ex-husband and something like that, or you have a reason to believe that somebody might come in there and harm you, or you're in a rough building, right? And you want evidence and you want just the convenience of being. But why would you set up a whole camera and all this shit just to check your doorbell, girl? How much traffic have you got coming in? Right? Where you need video surveillance. What is your tea? Right? Anyway, let me see what y'all saying. Before daddy starts rambling. Ooh, he's a rambling rose. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta make this thing bigger. I want to see y'all. Oh Lord, I can't even see it. I can't make it bigger. Okay. And the men, that was a great album, wasn't it? Come on, thing. I can't make it bigger for some reason. I'm so sick of these computers. Every time you get one working right, then the other one goes out. Let me see. How y'all doing this morning, honey? Yes, dance, Tim. Yes. A dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just your private dancer. A dancer for money. And any old music will do. I think a whole lot of people are going to be disappointed when they get to ZT's door and he's talking about he a versatile top. And she come on there. Oh, I'm going to tear it up, honey. I'm going to let you have it, girl. Child, that's one thing I don't understand about this damn online dating. Whether it's free or for coin, you don't know what you're going to get until you hit that door, honey. This man is advertising he's a top. He's laying face down on his stomach with his booty pushed up. Now, I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute, hold the hell on, honey. I have personal knowledge that you're a flaming queen, but the person wouldn't necessarily know that. All the person knows about you is that you are laid on your stomach with your booty pushed up. So what are you talking about? Why even add the word versatile? If you want to sell peen, if that's what you're selling, shouldn't that be what you're showing? Or certainly, even if you're not showing the actual flesh, I mean, you would drop it down around your pubic hairs or some kind of shit, something in the front. Why would your ass be all up in their face, child? That's a dead giveaway. You might want to rethink that one, the ZT Monster. Although people who are familiar with you realize that this picture actually probably it is actually who you are, honey. You're a bottom. It is not. A lot of people, a lot of you ladies are looking into this gay lifestyle and you don't really understand it, right? But a lot of these gay boys who talk about they versatile, that's a dead giveaway. They number bottoms. I'm just Kelly Love, get mad if you want to. They ain't nothing but women, honey. But they know that the only way they're going to get somebody in that house is to claim to be versatile or a top. Somehow or other, people are attracted to the word top, right? But a whole lot of times that is not the case, right? They'll get up in there and they'll pretend that they're the top, you know, they're the dominant person, right? And you can get no reaction. Oh, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Okay, you got to pump it up like that. All this little shit, right? Because nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening down there, right? Even when you are involved in a couple $100, it still ain't nothing happening, right? All you got to do is just touch it. Touch that asshole. And then she's, oh, she's not hollering this bitch. Oh. ZT, stop tricking people and fooling them, honey. You counting on them getting in that house, girl, and then you'll be able to spin it. Like Wally. You'll be able to spin it when they get there, honey. They won't run for their life, or they already done drove there, child. I don't know if I'm gonna be paying no sissy to be on top of me, trying to pretend like she's doing it. Ooh, it's good. Ooh, wait a minute, let me call my girlfriend. Ooh, girl, it's good. Ooh. That ain't what they want when they're looking for trade, ZT. And you should know that better than anybody on the tube. Because you are a known payer of trade. Who goes out and picks up people on the street and buys them a $600 phone? And then make the promises of the cell phone. And then you want to renege on the deal? Oh, no, that's a recipe for murder, nigga. No, honey. We're going to go through the versatility. You're going to get that money out and you're going to buy my phone now. Just like you said you was before you enjoyed this delicious dick. It was work. Me trying to get into you was work. And you're going to pay me. Mm-hmm. You like the title? What was the title of the video? Lord have mercy. He's a private dancer. Get you, ay, ya, ga, ga. Get you, ay, ya, yeah. Mono soko like ya, ya. Yo, lady, mamo, ZT. Hey, 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 hey. She's bound online down in old New Orleans, strutting her stuff. ZT Monster, he ain't got no capacity. All they gonna do is come on here and cuss people out, child. He know good and damn well that picture's him. Now they are always talking, oh, it's conspiracy. They setting him up. Oh, they setting him up. How you, Kai King, Sean Bradley? Touch that thing, touch that thing, touch that thing. Baby. Who is this? Miss Me Mo? How you doing, Miss Me Mo? Rendition of T. Ooh, that was a nice album. You don't ask them their, well, you don't ask for their number, and you don't ask their name. Just remember I told you. She said she gonna make $1 million, baby. Who else we got on here? I Nicole Reloaded. Where my moderators at? Hi, Nicole Reloaded. You here by yourself today? Who was that giving me super chat? Thank you, Troy Allen. I would think it was a drug house with that type of traffic. Of course. I mean, how much, girl? How much asshole can a person sell in one night, honey? People don't just run in and out of no damn gay boys because he got an ad on some damn silly ass site, child. Some unknown site ain't nobody ever heard of until now. Now there'll probably be a spike in business since y'all over advertising for them. Not a whole house. It's about somebody being messy. So there's trickery in this thing, honey. You just gonna go looking at all the sites. What were you gonna do when you got the information? You want to know if he's on the sex site? Well, you want to go over to offer him some money? Because all we know for sure is that you are on sites where they sell sex. So are you a purchaser of such sex? Is the real reason, Mr. Anonymous, that you want to find out if he's selling asshole because you want to buy some? You're the one over here on these sex sites, girl. I ain't never went to no prostitution site. I ain't got no interest. I'm not giving you $5, less alone $150. Yeah, there's trickery going on there. We can be sure of that. Although I don't see ZT as somebody who anybody want to put very much attention into setting up. So they say, oh, somebody could have made his took his picture and made the, who gonna put that much time in ZT? ZT is a zero on here. He picked the right name. Zero views. Palm Love Reader. How you doing, Palm Love Reader? How would a guy know to go to jail? Child, all they knew was that, okay, if I want to get this word around, what is the messiest queen I can think of on YouTube on beef sector? He said he knew he spotted ZT because he was a frequent watcher of the beef sector, right? Yes, so I can see, okay, yeah, take it right to Jay Wilson. You'll be all over the goddamn place, girl. Because she just sitting up there just dying for a story, honey. Anything messy. Jay Wilson, how much would you get? You think those prices are low? How much would you get, Jay Wilson? If this man said that people going in and out, shit, that's 250, 250, 250. That's a nice piece of change, shit. If you sell an asshole like that, honey, it wasn't like that back in the day. Baby, back in the day, we hit the back alley, honey. Where you had a reasonable expectation of privacy. To get caught, they threw all. Or Jay Wilson was about to get caught, and they threw all this ZT on us, girl. Child, believe me, immediately after Jay Wilson got that story, he rumbled those fat fingers, girl, to find out if there was the website actually was active in San Antonio. He's probably been looking for such a service because Mark, even if Mark has given him some every now and then, I don't know when he would have time to. Jay Wilson is working 20 hours a day. When would he time be having something in my partner? I don't know when he would see you. I assume he has a job too, right? You don't live together. So even people who live together sometimes only see each other a couple hours a day. Anyway. So thanks for the super chat, Troy Allen. Okay. What was I just at? I'll get so easily distracted. What was I just saying? I don't even remember. It must not have been so important. 6 figures, traveling camera. Y'all be careful with these ring lights. If you got a neighbor over there across from you and he has got one of these doorbell ringers, these doorbell video cameras, there's a good chance they know everything that goes in and out of your home. If you have teenage children and they want to sneak out at night, that is between you and your household. You don't need to have no neighbors knowing that somebody snuck out, somebody came out at 2:15, or they went back in at 4:15. Whatever, girl. Whatever your business is, you have a right to privacy, girl. The last building that I lived in, the one that this boy, what was this? Oh, I don't want to mention his name. Showing my old building. That building had cameras, and this building has cameras, but they never go into the floors or the actual where people actually live. They'll film the people coming in the building. They'll know who's in the building, who's in the perimeter of the building, who's in the public place, but they won't go and film your apartments, right? After you get off the elevator, you have privacy because it's private, honey. These fools don't need to know all my goddamn business, girl. And yeah, why would you jump to the conclusion that he's selling asshole? You only interested if he's selling that because you, I believe, are a purchaser, or you wouldn't have had the time to be sitting up there on no damn rental boy porn sites. That would not even occur to you. You're already familiar with these sites because you use them. And maybe you just want to know what he's selling because you want to buy some. I just said it. I know. I'm repeating. I ain't been on a couple days. So he's not a nurse. I don't know when he has time. The way that although I don't know what rush there would be to for ZT's channel. Somebody said this channel has only been alive since the 6th of January. What are we at? Are we even in the 15th? We're in the 13th. So it's only been up a week. So there's trickery here. Something's going on here, honey. We don't know what it is. The damn thing ain't been up but a week, and all of a sudden this dude just done bumped into it and fed it to Jay Wilson all in a week's time. Who knows, honey? But ZT selling, if he can sell something. See, the thing about ZT is I think he's slim. He's got a belly, but he's relatively slim. Sometimes if you're relatively slim, you can pass yourself off for younger. Right. Right. So there's a possibility that he's just passing, because he said he was 25 years old. First time I ever heard it. I thought he was in his 30s. But a lot of people, you still have a similar look when you're in your 30s, in your 20s, whatever. And most of them people, they all lie, whatever. But I don't see nobody knocking down no barriers to get to ZT. And particularly when he opens that door up and they see that this is basically RuPaul. I mean, I'm serious. He'll be all on top of me. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. ZT, let me ask you a question. I know you're going to look in here. ZT, let me ask you a question. Why do you have your ass up in an ad where you're supposed to be selling peen? A lot of y'all don't know, because y'all are not homosexuals, that there's a lot more bottoms than there are tops in the community, right? So the key word is top. They always promote themselves as tops, but when they get you in the house, it's a wholly different thing. And I assume it's that way even in prostitution, girl. Even in prostitution, if you're going to be selling yourself as a prostitute, however, you do have to have the ability to get it up. So I don't know how successful he's going to be in that profession. Certainly he will get no callbacks. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Mr. Timothy, so happy to catch you live. Oh, hi, Denise Bright. My ex-boyfriend's name was Bright. Mm-hmm. It's a nice name, Bright, as opposed to darkness. So no, I don't know if he's a nurse or what that child is. Child, he ain't gonna tell the truth about nothing. From what I can see, he appears to be someone who works in nursing homes. So you want to call it a nurse, whatever you want to call it, honey. I don't know. We also have to pay attention to that. You see that he is getting some publicity today, when most people are not paying attention. Hey, diddy bing, bomber, 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 and the ding dong ding. Get it bum up here. Get it bum over here. Ding dong ding. Good morning. Hi, how you doing? Look right there. Look right there, baby. Look right there. Daddy, I told you before, I'm never going to do it. You're wasting your time, Dad. Put me back on the floor. Okay. That's my squeamy dog. Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't care. Imagine if you all watch him on Periscope. This isn't nothing. Oh, he's on Periscope selling it too? He's selling and buying. Buying and selling at the same time. Like my old roommate, Lisa. TLC in 3. Oh, he admitted. I see Pastor finally admitted he was using jacks for dates and not for work. Finally got around to it, huh? Then he tried to act like, oh, I don't understand. Oh, I thought that catfishing, I thought that means you come through the door and there's somebody there. And then Brianna had to break it down for him, child. You don't know what a catfish. How you don't know what catfish is? That's the only reason you're out here, honey. The only reason you came out. Everybody had been calling you all kinds of various kinds of punks, honey. But you could never accept responsibility until they get the call. He said, no, Jay Wilson. When you invited somebody into your home, stop. When you invited somebody into your home, based on a picture of some piece of trade, not no little ZT monster, you invited this rough trade over there. They're gonna tear that ass up, child. So I know you didn't think that man, the man that Wally sent, because Wally said he likes trade too. The man that Wally sent to get your interest, I know good and damn well you didn't think that man's gonna go over there and let you power your fat ass on top of him, girl, with the little fella. But fucking him, girl, please. Jay Wilson's the kind of person you got to catch him, honey. He ain't gonna admit to nothing. You have to catch him red-handed with the knife in his hand, girl. What's it taking him 8 months to admit he was on jacks, girl? Believe me, he's going to be checking out that site they gave too. He's going to see if they have a branch in San Antonio, right? It's like if you got a Craigslist in New York, you got Craigslist in Albuquerque, you got Craigslist in San Francisco. This is a little known site, right? And they probably just come on, because a lot of this stuff is illegal now. They probably just come on and operate until they get shut down. But since they're so small, like when they went after Craigslist, there's no more escorts and all that. So I think people actually been robbed on there, they've been murdered on there, all kind of shit when you're inviting these strangers into your house. But some of these small ones can get away with it for a while. They figure they get in there, get a pile of money, and disappear, you know. So believe me, he's gonna be looking into that. Because what I was saying was, honey, Mark is getting him somewhere. Mark is not sitting around waiting for no 2-hour period on the weekend when he can see no damn Jay Wilson. He said, "Oh, I go to lunch with Pastor, my sister." That boy ain't sitting around. He likes to drink. He out in the club, honey. He out in the club taking care of his business, child. He ain't working 4 and 5 jobs around the clock, honey. Right? And I'm sure that boy is not dumb enough to sit around thinking he gonna let Jay Wilson waste his youth. If I'm gonna waste my youth on somebody, you better believe they better be kicking something out their ass. Jay Wilson, oh, I didn't give nobody nothing. I ain't gonna give nobody nothing. Give me to me. Give me to me. Mark, you can do better, honey. If you're looking for a sugar daddy, you need to get somebody with a little bit more sugar in their coffers. Mm-hmm. These children something else, child. And of course, somebody, I ain't gonna say no other names, but I'll say definitely Wilson, who ain't nobody ever paid nothing, girl. She didn't even lose the weight. She was in her 40s, and that only lasted a minute. That ain't lasting but a couple of years, girl. I don't know if it was because Delta probably told him, you too much. Ain't gonna bump no more with no big fat woman. I ain't gonna bump no more with no big fat woman. Hey, Leroy, come take her. This thing too much for me. She done knocked me down. That girl done knocked me down. She done broke my hip once. I ain't gonna bump no more with no big old woman. Delta told your ass, girl, we are not putting up with you squeezing in. We got many, many complaints about the size of your posterior. Your ass is too big to be squeezing down these aisles trying to serve people food. Plus, you got your funky ass over all these people's crackers and their snacks and their raisins, girl. And we just can't find it. Listen, you can either resign, we can lay you off, or we can fire you. Your choice. But you got to go. You got to get out of here. You really must go. So in his 40s, he had a midlife crisis, and he decided to take off the tonnage. A little late for that, Jay Wilson, because you know in the gay world, honey, after you hit 35, girl, you already consider a daddy. I ain't lying. You are a daddy at 35, girl. So in your 40s, you decided to take off the tonnage. You can't keep it off because along came COVID, and your ass just start eating and eating and eating and eating. And when that boy showed you getting up from that computer, child, we got a screenshot. Ooh, ooh, shabu. So, Jay Wilson, I got a challenge for you. I want you to take your big ass on there to that, whatever that site's called. I don't remember the name. I have no reason to remember the name like Jay Wilson, right? I want you to put your picture on there, girl. And I want to see you on laying on your stomach, girl. Because when you lay on your stomach, it's going to be way up here. I want to see how much you get, Jay Wilson. They say 150 ain't much. I want to see how much Jay Wilson get, child. But you selling that baby. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. My fur baby, Barker Squeenie. Oh, I look the Sparkle Covington. Talk with Brian. Hi, Brian. Is that how you pronounce your name? Brian. I thought it was 2 or 3 of y'all in there for a while there, Brian. But yeah, we gonna all cover the same story. You ain't got. I mean, that's what it is, honey. That's what this gives. Y'all want to hear about Tasha K, Cardi B, They ain't got about that. You know, the people who call themselves the entertainment sector, they really only talk about like about 5 people, maybe 6 people every single day. They ain't doing no different than what we doing over here. Yeah. People got to zero in on their communities, baby. Mm-hmm. I ain't messy, Angie Dickinson. I ain't messy compared to Jay Wilson and some others. We ain't trying to make no enemies today, so we're going to say some others. Doors Dash, chicken wings, ooh, and ranch. Oh, Jay Wilson, do you have a door? You have one ring light? You ain't got to have no damn doorbell light because there ain't nobody coming on your house, girl. You know, we know who it is, girl. It's gonna be either chicken licking, it's gonna be church, it's gonna be churches, it's gonna be the colonel because he only likes fast food. He going to tell, oh, I got a Diet Coke. Look, I got a Diet Coke. Diet Coke. Where'd you get the Diet Coke at? Wendy's. Oh, where'd you get the Diet Coke at? Oh, I got it from fast food. Always a salad. I'm gonna get a simple salad. Oh, look at this. Look at this chicken. This. Every restaurant is fast food, girl. They specialize in fried food. Man with the eating disorder. How's that eating disorder coming, Jay Wilson? You know, you promised it's going to be May the 1st. You lost all the weight, right? My opinion, Jay Wilson, I think you are abusing them damn diet pills because you come on here so giddy and so goddamn all over the place. I said, what? Wait a minute. He ain't no meth monster, is he? I said, no, he's too chicken shit to be a meth monster. He's scared he's going to get hooked, so he ain't going to do that. But he might be doing them diet pills, girl. And he might be buying the hype that they sell on the back of those diet pills because diet pills basically speed up your metabolism, and they are speed. They have the very similar ingredients in diet pills. So I think he might be on them diet pills because he seems to be very agitated, right? For somebody who's working 20 hours a day, his energy level is way up there, like he's on something. My guess. So you say it's going to come off at, what was it? May 1st. So what's going to be the spin on May 1st, Jay Wilson? Because so far in the history of the United States, we've never experienced a person who can call out the date they're going to lose all this weight. For most of us thinking people, we'll say, well, there should be progress all along the way. You should be in January, you have lost 14 pounds. February, you've lost an additional 10 pounds. And then the beginning of March, girl, you would have to be your destination. Then you want to make the big reveal. How many people think he's going to actually make the big reveal on May 1st? That's what he said is going to be. The weight's going to be gone. Either this fool has done scheduled an operation, a surgery. He doesn't even realize how complicated that is. And he said, oh, my surgery is on February 15th. So I'll be making an appearance on March the 1st. Could be that. But so far, we ain't seen no progress. You ain't showed us nothing. Now, what kind of weight loss program is that, honey? We want to see it go. He doing something with those diet sodas. Girl, what the hell is a diet soda going to do, bitch? So the diet soda, you just got a little bit of sugar in it, right? But the diet soda, or they say sugar-free, whatever, the other ingredients, it is so packed with sodium. So you know what you do with the diet soda? You drink more of it. So even though it's just a little bit of these harmful ingredients in the diet soda, when you're drinking 6, 12, 14 of them a day, girl, that is just like drinking a regular soda, girl. Ain't doing nothing. Diet soda. Ain't that a bitch? Child, these people out here ordering these 3 Big Macs, honey, and just 2 small fries. Oh, this for my daughter. It's for my daughter. Is that Brenda? Is that you? Since when you got a daughter? The freen, girl, he's on something. She's flying around in San Antonio. You know, those kind of like people like that, they'll say they're not drug addicts as long as they ain't taking illegal drugs, right? It's legal. It's legal. It's legal. Yes, girl. So go ahead and become a weed head because it's illegal. Mm-hmm. That goal keep getting pushed up, down. He ain't going to show y'all nothing. He ain't going to lose nothing, child. We ain't going to be off of COVID. We're not going to be off of lockdown before March, for one thing. So all he does is sit there and eat. He needs to get him, since he have all these part-time jobs, he needs to get part-time jobs that involve moving around. Don't say that YouTube is your part-time job, right? Sounds to me like a full-time job with the numbers you're boasting. But that requires you sitting on your fat ass, girl. And then in the breaks, you just eat. That's how you describe that. That's an eating disorder, Jay Wilson. But if all you're doing is sitting and doing YouTube, and then you're climbing your big ass behind the new Uber car, and you're sitting to drive the Uber car, and you say that we go back from the career to Uber office job, and you know, always got to be playing with people. You keep playing with people, punk, and they're gonna actually get curious about you, girl, and start looking into you, Jay Wilson. They have your real name, girl. How hard do you think it is? I ain't never gonna doubt you. Ain't gotta worry about it. What I'm saying to you, you keep playing with these people. Oh, I work for Uber. I gotta go to my Uber job. I gotta go to my Uber job. Okay, you keep playing with it and playing with it and playing with it, right? And someone's gonna take an interest. A monster that you created your own damn self. Just go to work like everybody else, girl. Anyway, everything she does sitting down. You need to get something where you can go ask the why. Can I do a few volunteer jobs here? Maybe sweep the floor or do something what gets you up out of the chairs. Right? Oh, I got them 2 cars. I'm not them 2 cars. You should be bragging about your new bicycle. Mr. Weight Loss. Oh, I need extra ranch for my 10 kids. I know he get the driver gets back in the car. You know he gonna eat all that ranch. The co-reloaded, them kind of girls there, honey, they have ranch at home. They got all the condiments and everything, all the jalapeno peppers, everything. They buy it all in the bottles, honey. They ain't gonna set up on no little tiny small packages or nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right, RJ Supreme. You couldn't trust him driving Uber Eats. My package is short. This is the 3rd time this week. Can you have any other drivers? He's a big one. You can see them old ladies saying, ooh, he a big one. Shakira got dreams. Why you got to stop? What'd you do? What did you do? Lord have mercy. What else was Tina Turner singing on this song? Hold on, man. Since we're talking about Tina. All the men come in these places. I'm reading the words. And the men are all the same. You don't look at their faces. And you don't ask their names. Come on. Come on, I got the words. Let's go. Oh, this is moved. Oh, they playing the music. I can't play the music, you know, they take me out. You don't think of them as human. And don't think of them at all. You keep your mind on the money. Keep your eyes on. Wait a minute. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Any old music will do. Next verse. Gonna make $1 million. I want to live out by the sea. Getting $20. have a husband and some children. Yeah, I guess I want a family. Okay, then she go back. I'm your private dancer. Girl, you ain't gonna get no goddamn $1 million. Back in them days, Tina, you lucky to get you $20, girl. Mm. Am I behind already? Let me see what's going on. What? Will you please hit the like button? Thank you. Baby. See, he's my ring bell. Just like a ring bell. I know anybody in the hallway. Just see how that dog, that would be that person's camera clicking on. Let me take care of my baby. Come here, you little monster. Ding. Oh, ding dong dong. You see how you see your daddy? Oh, he coming for me. I gotta go in there. Go in there, boy. Sometimes he'll run up and join me, right? Because you know his daddy weak. His daddy always gonna buckle, right? And then sometimes he knows, oh no, he gonna pick me up now. He gonna pick me up. Customer gave the wrong address. Tell them the customer gave the wrong address. Then you eat all the way. Tell them the customer gave the wrong address. Then you can eat all the food for free. Ubereats secrets. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I understand, honey. I know a lot of them packages are coming up short. He said he had an eating disorder. How you gonna put somebody in charge of the food that's got an eating disorder? Make it make sense. But she always trying to muddy the water. Oh, I work for Uber Eats. Oh, yeah, I work for Uber Eats. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go to my Uber call. I gotta go to my Uber call. What's with all this Uber talk? Are you trying to throw people off of this bullshit job you got, girl? You don't know nothing about the bullshit job. I would think if that's what a career, something you dedicated yourself to, your life to, you would have something to say about it, girl. And I know everything is about Uber Eats and Uber this and Uber that. Like you could throw them off, girl. And they don't know if you coming or going, girl. They don't know if I work for Uber. I don't work for Uber. I got a job. $65,000 raise in 3 months. Enough said. Is Almond Brown in here? How you doing, Almond Brown? Shakita got dreams. Hi. So I just thought I'd come in here and get my clown on. You know, you got to follow these stories wherever they lay, honey. There'll be more to come out. You might find out that somebody is fucking with them. I don't think ZT is worth the effort, though, really. I don't know nobody gonna be taking his pictures and pasting them here and building a profile and doing all this stuff. No, it seems to me that is him. Somebody has come across his profile on there. Well, they came across the profile on there because they're on there. How many pages would you have to look at to stumble into ZT? No, you looked at many pages. I suspect Ruse might be just bullshit, trying to explain why you were on these sites. That's the most likely scenario for me. At this point, we're just guessing. I don't really care. You know, ZT's a piece of shit. We all know that. So he'll come up with a bunch of lies and foolishness. But at least he got somebody talking about his ass because, you know, that's been dry over there, honey. Dry, baby. Y'all have a wonderful, what day is it today? Is it Tuesday or Thursday? Ooh, it's Thursday already. Ooh. I don't know how y'all even have time to work. Girl, I'll do this little stuff here for a minute. I'll go and write for an hour. It seemed like if I eat at 3 o'clock, then take the dog out, that day is full. Because when I come back, it's 5:30. Of course, it's pitch black at 5:30. I can't get into this time change thing at all, honey. It's very depressing to me to be 5:30 and totally dark. So the days seem to be moving quicker and quicker and quicker. Now I'm going to take my sleeping pill at 7:30. I don't know how people have time to go and do an 8-hour job and then come back and do anything. I would just take my shoes off, honey. Remove my brassiere and them pantyhose and lay my ass down, honey. Maybe catch a movie. What much? And then some of you got 3 and 4 kids. How do you do it? I said, girl, when they have time to work. But them ones like Jay Wilson, honey, they be doing it while they're working. They be doing it in between jobs. Uncle, hey, RJ Supreme, Uncle Tim, we need to read on the return of Jay Weasel to the Jackass. Yeah, he left it. Oh, I got a partner now. I got a partner. It's a partner shit, nigga. If you got a partner, shouldn't you be sharing the same household by now? How long has it been? A year and a half? How much more time you need to think about it, boy? Oh, he had his own hell. He had his own hell. Stop calling him your partner or your husband, girl. And, I'm gonna marry him. Something you ain't gonna marry shit. You're too selfish to marry. You got to have that big empty house to walk around in, girl, to try to convince yourself that you're a lord of the king of the ram, honey. You ain't gonna share the publicity with nobody, honey. You ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna live with nobody, Jay Wilson. And Mark is getting him something on the side. Chick, I know a chick. I know she got a chick on the side. He got another lover. I know he got another. He got one hiding. He's hiding. He's hiding from you. He got one hiding. Woo! Bet you got a dick on the side. Chick, I know a chick. I know he got a dick on the side. He got another lover. I know he got another lover. Chicka boom. Jay Wilson, you got to figure that boy is not surrendering his youth, and then his whole sex life is you. You don't think there's something odd about that, Jay Wilson? Go, and I'm sure you don't even have. You probably broke them all or covered them with black fabric. Go and find a full-length mirror in your house, and then ask yourself, do Mark have something on the side? Just ask yourself. Come on. Matter of fact, put 2 of those full-length mirrors, push them together so you can get the whole body, girl, the front and the back. and then I want you to do this, Jay Wilson. Turn your whole head and look down. You can't see it because of the belly, right? But you can look in the mirror. And when you see that little fella peeking his head out, girl, ask yourself, does he got a dick on the side? Chick, I know it. Chick, I know he got a dick on. He got another lover. So who's hired a private dancer like Ubereats go? Jay Wilson is telling the people on his Uber rides, he's on the Ubereats, I do a dance for you. Ooh, for 50. 50. Jay Wilson could get 5, honey. The Bears don't even want him because he's so oddly built, honey. He's so oddly shaped. He told me, oh, look at him playing belly. At least I'm big all over. At least I'm, huh? Goodbye, people. I'm done. Goodbye. Y'all have a nice Thursday. Later. Where's my camera? I don't even remember how to turn the camera off, child. I can't turn my camera off. Lord have mercy. So I got it in big screen. Hold on. I got it in big screen. Wait a minute. I cannot even turn my camera off.